Let's talk about when is a good time, if at all, to stop working or quit your day job once you find out that you're consistent in trading futures each and every day. What are your thoughts on that? I'd like to know. Leave comments down below. How many of you are actually still full-time employed and trading part-time? Maybe you're trading from the office, which you probably shouldn't be, but you're still doing it, or maybe you're finding time at home to do it during your off hours, okay? Or maybe some of you guys have actually already made the shift and jump to leaving your job behind and started to trade full time. What did it actually take for you to discover when was a good time for you to quit the day job and then start switching over to trading futures full time, or any particular market at that? It could be maybe Forex or even, options or something like that. But I know you're here because most of you trade futures and are interested in this topic, okay? I personally believe that, first and foremost, you should be able to put away a certain amount of capital to be able to, trade, okay? No matter the market that you're interested in trading. And everybody's budget or the amount they probably going to need to get started, it could be different. I mean, some people learn at a faster pace and they become extremely well at trading at a faster pace, and then other people it takes a period of time. So each of us are different. Each of us may trade different markets. Some people may start off trading the micros, which I highly recommend. But I believe that you should be consistent over a set period of time if you're really interested and truly interested in becoming profitable in this business. I always talk about, going at a slow and steady pace. It always wins the race versus just jumping into head first and throwing in a bunch of money thinking that you're going to become a millionaire or successful overnight. It doesn't happen that way, okay? You may get lucky a few times. And then, most of you probably have experienced the fact that you're up 1 week, down 1 week, up 1 week. So you're not consistent. Consistent trading is where you're making profiting, or you're profiting pretty much every day. Okay. If you're trading the right way. I always talk about, you should be green on the day. It all depends on your strategy and how you actually trade. Some people will take a minimal loss one day and then get back in and make 2 or 3 times or even 4 times the amount they made the prior day. So, it just depends on the actual way that you trade, how you control your trades. Do you trade multiple trade setups throughout the day? If you take 2 or 3 setups. But I will say the more that you engage in the market, the more trades you do take, it does expose you to more risk, okay? Because at some point, the market, you may be shorting the whole time, and then the market turns around and starts throwing a reversal to where it starts to move in the opposite direction, and you're up for the day and then lose everything for that day. So, 99% of people or 95% of traders have experienced that at some point. But to be consistent, you have to prove that to yourself. And people always want to ask the question, what does it mean to be consistent? How long should I have to wait? I believe that if you're consistent the first 30 days and then another 30 days, say 60 days or 3 months in, that should prove to you that you're actually ready. Okay. Especially if you're consistently making profit overhand, say weekly, okay? Because maybe you're not profitable every single day, but if you can prove to yourself on a weekly basis that at the end of each week, when you go back and look at your journal, that you're actually profiting each week, and at the end of the month, you are definitely in the green, and maybe you have a trading win rate of over 75%, then you're doing extremely well. Some people may, may differ or not agree 100% with that type of win rate, because some people may say, well, I trade 60% and I'm successful. Yeah, you may do so. I mean, you may swing trade or you may position trade. This is all about scalping and being able to execute trades correctly based on high probability setups of trading supply and demand. So I truly believe you need to be over the 70% mark if you're really scalping the market, to be able to prove to yourself that you're consistent each and every day. Okay. So I wouldn't just jump into it the first, couple weeks and say, hey, I'm consistent. I've been making money. I figured this thing out. And then, maybe you put away some capital and then you start saying, I'm going to leave my job behind and jump ship. You can ask some experienced level traders and they're going to tell you that, yeah, they did it and they were back at work in the 9 to 5 within a matter of 30 days after blowing their accounts maybe multiple times. But most traders, it takes only one time for that to happen, and then you kind of left with a bad taste in your mouth, to where you you don't want to go back working for the same place, or so maybe you go over and try to work at a competitor for a competitor. But at the end of the day, you got to get back to the point to where you're grinding and building up capital again to be able to do it all over again, right? Once you grab the first taste, a little taste of trading, it's like something that you can't let go. You're constantly wanting to defeat the markets, but you're never going to defeat the markets because the market makers, the institutions, they're never going to allow you. The best thing you can do is to trade with them and not against them, okay? So I like to hear people's, not say stories, but what are your thoughts on, a good amount of time that you need to prove to yourself that you can be consistent to be able to make that shift or that jump from, leaving that job and switching over doing this full time. And there's nothing wrong with it. Trading part time and consistently staying at the job. Lots of people love their jobs and they love the career path that they're in. They just want to be able to make some extra money, or they've always had an interest of trading and, said I could do the two. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, hey, that's two streams of income that you have coming in, right? So, leave your comments down below. I like to hear from individuals surrounding this particular topic. How many of you have actually blown your account and you left your job and then you actually blown your account and then you had to go right back to that same job? How did it feel? So engage. I'd like to hear your comments down below. If you choose not to, that's just fine, but your comments do help other people out in trying to figure out for themselves, what they should do. I'm sure there are lots of people that are watching this video right now saying, I'm ready. I've proven to myself. I'm in this 30 days now. And, I've proven with a little bit of money or capital I put into the market. Here's the thing. You can trade in demo and simulation, but what really sets you apart from anything else is when you go live. Okay, it's a different beast to where you switch from demo and simulation. And I would say this: treat simulation or demo as if you're actually trading with your own money, because that way you're going to take out the emotion part of it when you are ready to start trading live. Because once you go green and you're live, you got money on the line, and that's what bothers people the most from a psychological standpoint, because losing money is something that we don't want to do, but it comes with the territory. The thing about doing so is being able to cut the losses early enough, so like I always say, so that you can live to see another trade. Okay, that's the thing. Cut them early. Don't hold on to them and think that the market's going to turn back around. If you're playing that game, then you're playing a game of Russian roulette, and the market's probably going to eat you up alive. So everyone who's watching this video today, hopefully this kind of inspires you. But I'd say hold on to your job. Especially in the economic times that we're living in right now. You don't want to cut yourself out short at the legs and not being able to pay the mortgage or the light bill the next month. So you really want to just kind of hold tight, prove to yourself. You'll feel a whole lot better when you know that you're consistent day in and day out with the same strategy that you're using. Don't jump from one strategy to the next strategy. Of course, you got to figure things out for yourself, and that's why here on this channel, I talk in depth about the strategy and how I trade using confluence. To me, that's what matters, is being able to look for confluence in the market, because that's going to increase the stakes, the chances of a trade working out in your direction. And if you haven't watched and spent time watching the videos on this channel surrounding the strategy and how I trade, do so, because I give a lot of this information away. Most of it is free on the channel. If you just spend time watching the videos, you can educate yourself. For all those that want a deeper or more in-depth insight of the strategy, the breakdown, meaning the trade breakdowns, maybe you want to join and become one of the elite members. Okay, that's only $6.99 a month. I mean, it's like basically the price of a cup of coffee that you may spend daily, or you probably spend more than that. But for that price there monthly, $6.99, you're gathering so much information where I go into detail about the trade breakdowns. It really helps. Trust me when I say that. And you don't have to trust me. You can come over to the Discord and ask some of the community members. The Discord is free. Both links, one to the Discord and the other to become an elite member for $6.99, are right down in the description portion of the video. So just scroll down. Again, the first one is the Discord link. The second one, if you click on it, it says become a elite member. You'll see two tiers that pop up. Make sure to choose the one for $6.99. That's going to give you direct access to the trade breakdowns, as well as the video playlist and various or other video content that I post on there. I did a great video surrounding market structure, which has helped lots of people out. I thank each and every one of you that have joined and become an elite member, and you guys have sent me private messages or DM me saying that, Mike, those videos have really helped me, and they really helped me see break things down. When you actually can When someone can actually show you and walk you through their setups and show you what they're looking for, then it starts to click and start to make sense. It takes a little time, but once you get it, you got it, right? So for everyone that is supporting my efforts as a content creator, because that's what you're doing by, joining that tier, which is, it's a tier membership program through YouTube. So you support my efforts as a content creator, and I'm giving back these perks, these rewards back to you. So for all those that want to become an elite member for such a very inexpensive fee of $6.99, I definitely appreciate it. The link is down in the description portion of the video. Outside of that, if you haven't subbed to the channel, please take the time to go ahead, click on the sub button down below, become a member of the community. Make sure to turn your post notifications on so you don't miss one of the uploads. Last but not least, if you could do me the biggest favor and drop a like on the video, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, everyone have a great one. I'll see you in the next one.